So my advice for immigrants and Nigerians in particular that are planning to move to United States is United States is not what you see on TV. It's real life when you get here, right? You gotta work hard, very hard, maybe harder than you ever work if you wanna get anywhere. I remember when I was in Nigeria, I thought it was, you get here, things just happen. For me, it took many years for things to even start happening for me. So some people believe in something happening overnight. No, not here. Because here, to count to 10, you gotta count from 1, 2, 3 to get to 10. You don't just start counting straight to 10. Meaning there are processes to things, right? Don't expect overnight results. I think that's mostly it. You know, get ready to work harder than you ever did if you wanna get anywhere.
I would say, like, don't listen to what, first of all, don't listen to what teacher will ever tell you about who you are. That's one of the things, like, as a student that I learned in high school and also in middle school, like, teachers will always think that because I'm from Africa, that I grew up in a poor family. So they always would tell me, like, do you have food at home? And then I'm like, yes, my mom cooks. And then they're like, no, like, actual food that will help you grow. And then I'm like, what are you talking about? And then if anyone discriminates you, please, for the sake of God, like, don't talk back at them, because the more attention you give them, the louder they're gonna get, the more it's gonna just not go anywhere, and it's gonna lead to violence. Just walk away. Like, that's the best thing you can ever do. And learning another language is one of the hardest things I have to do, especially speaking 5 other different languages and coming to America already was one of the hardest things I have to do is take your time learning things. It might be culture shock. It might be different kind of things. Just take your time learning and be very open-minded about it. What's okay in your country sometimes is not okay here.
Make sure that you know where you're going, so the states, the city, and make sure that you know resources. And I really don't like this idea that when people succeed, they did that all by themselves. It's not true. They always somehow get helped, either by handout from their parents who had money, or by the community with resources. Like, to me, my personal experience, it was both. Was really fortunate for like the longest time to have the help from my parents, and when they were no longer able to, I was able to lean on my community and the support that I was getting, at either Portland Community College or Oregon State. There are always like resources out there to help students, to help people. So I will say know your resources, know your environment, and know where you can get helped and who you can get help from, like knowing the resources. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of communities and organizations out there that will support you, that will help you and guide you in your journey, because it's hard to be an immigrant in the U.S. and in anywhere in the world, and it's even harder to be an immigrant that is not always wanted. So how do you do to navigate those obstacles really will determine of how well you know your resources in another place. So do your research like I did.